So let's just get right into this, man. I mean, let's just dive into it. Actually, let me start with this before we get into that. What did you guys think of Ghostface in this? I will say, and I mentioned this on a podcast I did over on my channel. They underused Roger L. Jackson. I feel
Oh,
like there was a lot of times in this movie where he could have had such a cool line, but I felt like Ghostface was kind of mute in this one a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah, he
I
was. And I
noticed
think,
too on my second watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they did that intentionally so they could focus on the whole AI aspect. So they
Yep.
kept them on the back burner, unfortunately.
Which is
But
so
that's just the
sad,
way they
man.
took it.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's always
It's
great
so
to see
sad.
Ghostface do his thing. Like we mentioned, he's more like brutal. The kills are more like gory. For
Yeah.
sure, you get that. Even though it might not be the Scream style, but other than that, despite the intense and brutal kills, I think yeah, man, Roger Jackson's voice, man, has to. It was definitely a missing piece. I mean, he was in there,
Yeah.
but it was definitely we were expecting a lot more.
Right.
But I mean, Ghostface always does his thing regardless. But yeah, that was one of my main issues was him. Uh, you couldn't hear his voice as much, in
Mhm.
there. But like you said, man, maybe because of the whole AI point of view, they try to go with.
Yeah. I think that the lines that they gave him were pretty good in this, though. It's just there wasn't enough of him. They putting him on the back burner was just such a bad decision. And also, talking about Roger L. Jackson being underused, let's talk about Courtney Cox. I feel like Gail
Yeah.
was so underused in this movie. I mean, she's literally pointless in it. I mean, okay, she had the one cool moment where she hits the ghost face, when
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
first arrives. That's cool. When that happened, like everyone in my theater just loved it, dude. They
Same.
honestly,
erupted,
when that
which
happened,
was
man, I
cool.
totally forgot about the Gail character. Since we were so focused
Yeah,
on Sydney and
yeah,
her problems at the house with family or whatever, and when
right,
Gail came into the picture, it was like I had totally forgot about her character. So
right,
Same.
that part, it was like, okay, that's what's up. But after that, man, it
yeah,
just goes down the hill. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, like with Gail's character, I feel like her arc is completely backwards now. It's like she
yeah,
went back to that same cocky, arrogant journalist that she was in the first movie. But if
yeah,
you watch Screams 3 and 4, she slowly develops into like a more caring person. So
right,
it's just unfortunate they went right back to. I feel like there's nothing for her character now. They should just
yeah,
kill her at this point.
dude.
what did you guys
They
think about that whole like interview with like Sydney and Gail? I thought that was pretty cool. I dug that.
Yeah, the interview wasn't bad. It's just kind of sad that like literally after that interview though, Courtney Cox is just like out of the film pretty much until the very
Yeah,
end. It's like random. Like, what are we doing? Like, do something with her character. Why would you not do something with Gail? She's such a big part of the franchise. Why would you just like after the interview have her not have anything to do with the story? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
makes
she
no sense.
disappeared out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like
But
the
dude, I'm
interview thing was so out there, and I feel like
yeah,
Gail really put Sydney's daughter in danger by
true,
revealing all
true.
that information about her. It's like
Yeah,
that seemed out of character for her, I will say.
yeah. And
Yeah,
like
it's
you
like he got
mentioned,
sloppy with the writing. Yeah.
yeah, very sloppy with the writing. I think that they literally should have just killed her in 6. It was a perfect time to kill her. I mean, we killed Dewey in 5. Just kill her in 6. I mean, she gave
Yeah,
a good fight. If she would have died there, I would have been completely okay with it.
same here.
I mean,
Absolutely.
maybe. Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Oh no, I just said absolutely.
Oh, okay. Maybe because she's like one of the. She has like a high status as far as like, as an actress. Maybe that's why they gotta have her in there. That's why maybe they don't
Yeah,
kill her off or anything. But
yeah,
yeah, man, you could tell. You could just tell they just had her in there for just maybe because of her status. And regardless,
yeah.
she's been in the series since the beginning. So
Since the
yeah,
beginning,
she's
yeah,
iconic. But it was definitely, it's like I wouldn't say they crap. I mean, yeah, they crapped on her character, honestly. Yeah.
yeah,
They did.
yeah,
To me personally, this movie felt like a parody of Scream. And not in
yeah,
like a scary movie type of crazy way, but it really felt like Stab. Like the
Yeah, man.
movie that they're
I feel like
making
it
fun
kind
of
of
throughout the whole series.
went
yeah,
against a lot of the, original Scream rules.
It really did.
yeah.
It really
It
did.
really did. It felt like an actual, like we were watching a stab movie, like seriously. And what's funny is like before Scream 7 came out, man, I was telling everybody, like, dude, I have like so much faith in Scream 7. Like Kevin Williamson's directing. I think he co-wrote it. I could be wrong, but I think he had something to do with the writing, possibly.
Yeah,
And I'm
Guy
like,
Busick
dude,
wrote the script with him.
oh, okay, gotcha. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, Scream 7's going to be awesome. It's Kevin Williamson. And it's like, you watch it, and then, like, that's another thing that kind of processed in my head after seeing the film. I was like, wait a minute, this is Kevin Williamson. Like, how is this so bad? Like, Kevin Williamson is a good writer. Like, what actually happened? But I kind of wonder, like, how much Kevin Williamson was really involved with writing this. You know what I'm saying? Was he really just strictly the director here and then kind of wrote a little bit? I don't know what happened, but man, when we found out that Kevin Williamson was doing this, I was like, guys, like, it's Kevin Williamson. This is gonna be awesome. And then he dropped the ball, man. And I don't hate Scream 7. I'm not trying to say I hate Scream 7, but he definitely dropped the ball big time.
Yeah, he really did. I like initially when I went to go see the film, I'm like, when they started announcing that all the original characters were going to be returning, like David Arquette, and everyone else, I was hyped. And actually, when I went to go see the movie, I kept telling my friend they're going to do a flashback to 1995 when Maureen Prescott got killed.
I wish.
We're going to see Billy and Stu. Like, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to see how they frame Cotton. We're going to see how it all I mean, we know how it happened because they talked about it, but we never actually got to see it.
Yeah. Seeing it would have been cool, man. Seeing it would have been so cool. That's what they should have done. It's a shame that they didn't do that because people were saying that well before it came out. They were like, guys, I think we're going to see a flashback. And I was like, that would make the most sense. That's why these characters are coming back. And, dude, Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say they could have went with two options. They could have de-aged Billy and Stu.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you don't want to do any of that, they don't want to pay the money, just put them both in Ghostface masks.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
They should have done it. That's what I wanted to see, man. I was even hoping for a flashback. I was like, man, if they show that, that would be like iconic for the franchise. That would be huge, especially if they did it right. You know, it kind of makes me think of like Halloween Kills. You know, they did that flashback and that was done right. Scream could have had something like that, and that would have been so cool to me, man.
Yeah. It would have tied in perfectly.